Hello and a very good morning. I'm Shubhai Chakravarti and welcome to this morning show team of with RevSportz, and I'm joined by Bharat Ramraj to discuss some cracking matches that have been taking places in the world of sports. So Bharat, let's start with IPL. Yesterday, first of all, the big win, Kolkata Knight Riders have somehow kept the league alive. They have defeated Chennai Super Kings, and right now CSK will suddenly feel that okay, if we don't win against Delhi Capitals, we might not even qualify. So thoughts on that, Bharat?
Yeah, that's what I guess you get with IPL. At the business end of the IPL, you get a lot of this equations where the teams tend to lose, and suddenly you saw with Rajasthan Royals also not just a loss, a crushing loss. Suddenly the net run rate went down to some plus just over point zero or something, point one or something like that, whatever it is. So
Mhm.
that's what you get with the IPL. Happened with Chennai Super Kings as well, and Calcutta Knight Riders obviously they played really well. Varun Chakravarti again among the wickets. Someone is bowling obviously quicker through the air. He's getting a little bit of overspin, getting bounce, and his control has been really good. So when it comes to all these things, he's been really bowling well, and obviously Narine also got some wickets. Another turning track, they did really well, and after that Nitesh Rana again consistency personified, got a nice score. So it was a good performance from KKR. Hopefully, from their perspective, they may, who knows, they may create script some chart some miracle in IPL. No one can say anything. Anything is possible. Anything is not possible. Anything is possible.
Is another miracle loading for Chandrakant Pandit? We never know. He has done similar things in domestic circuit with Vidarbha, with Madhya Pradesh, and is on the verge of doing a similar thing with Kolkata Knight Riders. But still, there are few matches to be played, and a lot can happen. A lot can happen in IPL. Still, but you spoke to Bharat. Bharat, you spoke to Varun Chakravarti's coach and tried to decode how got his the fizz you are talking about. He got that back. So that interview is there at RevSportz.in, so you can check that out. But Bharat, uh, what were the main takeaways from that conversation you had with his coach?
Yeah, that's what I just said, right? The two coaches, they basically said he went back to the basics. He was not looking at adding any variation. They were looking at ways to improve his control, especially Pratibhan. He was looking at ways for him to improve his, what can I say, bowling smarts. They were analyzing how to bowl to different batters. Another thing is, as I noted, they were trying to ensure that he imparts more revs on the ball that he was not doing. Hit the sticker of the bat, that high up on the bat, slice of the bat. So all these basic things they were looking at, and I guess one important point that Pratibhan made is Varun Chakravarti is a very honest, genuine guy in the sense
Right.
if he says if the coach asks him what ball he bowled, did you bowl, as he said, did you bowl side spin? And he would tell, no, I bowled top spin. I didn't bowl the ball you wanted me to bowl. So I think that's what really is coming through. Someone who has worked really hard because he's a very genuine person. Who really wants to improve, make continuous improvement. So basically, that's what they did. They went back to the basics. Perhaps last season, as Krishnamurti was saying, that it seemed like he was bowling slower through the air, trying to flight the ball, perhaps try too many variations and all this stuff, and got hit. So he went back to the NPL, played some six matches, got wickets. That is where he met his spin bowling coach now, Pratibhan, and yeah, both of them are, you can say, coaches as well. In terms of coaches, the way they talk, they come across as coaches who understand that each individual is different. So you can see that with how they talk, how they converse. So he has got the right coaches, and you can see the benefits, rewards, and he's also worked very hard.
Absolutely, and apart from Varun, two players who have been extremely crucial this season for KKR have been Nitish Rana and Rinku Singh. Again, yesterday we saw how they have been. carrying this KKR batting unit and stitching it together with their runs for this season. So Bharat, like thoughts on first of all Nitish Rana's captaincy and then Rinku Singh's breakthrough season in IPL.
Yeah, Rinku Singh last season itself showed glimpses of what he can do, I guess. This season he's just
Right.
taken it to some other level because he's got the confidence. Perhaps Chandrakant Pandit as the coach also is helping him because he seems a completely different kind of player this season. And Nitish Rana, yes, he's leading from the front. Yeah, he might have made the occasional mistake, like just because Jaiswal is a left-hander, there was no need for him to turn up and open the bowling in the last game. That basically that itself the match was he killed the match. That itself, Yashasvi Jaiswal. But in terms of batting, he's always led from the front, and that should rub that kind of consistency should definitely rub on other players because when someone is leading from the front, others also will start performing. If captain is leading from the front, others will all start performing. You could see with the say, very good catch like someone like Kapil Dev. I would argue that Sunil Gavaskar was perhaps a slightly better captain when it comes to leading from the front. The India had Kapil Dev who always used to do that. For the matter Imran Khan during that time. So Nitish Rana is someone who definitely leading from the front, and that's helping KKR.
So absolutely you're spot on here. But you mentioned Yashasvi Jaiswal in between. Let's talk a bit about his team as well. Yesterday was a rare occasion when both Yashasvi and George Butler scored ducks. I mean, George Butler this season has his fair share of ducks, 4 ducks in IPL 2023, but both of them together getting ducks was pretty much a rare occasion. But Rajasthan Royals, with all their squad depth, the variety in their squad, the experience in their squad, them being the pre-tournament favorites, suddenly are staring at a not so good position at the league and perhaps may not even qualify for the playoffs. Bharat?
You, you just make your own luck, I guess. They had the match in their favor against SRH. Somehow they lost it. Not just that, no ball, uh, making basic errors. Then like catches cross chances. This won't help. And even against RCB, even if they had lost the game, fine. They could have at least gone up to 140, 150, at least ensured that the net run rate was at least satisfactory, at least in that game. But that didn't happen. 59 all out, opposition scored 170 or whatever. Your net run rate will go bad, really bad. That is expected, at least compared to what was there for Rajasthan Royals in the previous game. 59 all out. That at this point of time of IPL, business end of the tournament, where a lot of teams are on 12 points, 14 points, 11 points, 13 points. This definitely would affect them badly. So you can't do such basic things. At least when they were 29 for 4 or 30 for 4, if they'd at least try to play it over 20 overs, things could have been slightly better for them. But now they're even in an even bigger jam. Uh, First of all, they have to win the last match and then hope for the
Right.
best. And let's see. Batting just as soon as said, Jaiswal and Butler got out. The rest of them just seemed to have pressed the panic button and everyone flopped.
And of course, that opening spell by Mohammad Siraj was brilliant to watch as well. But Bharat, in a altogether Rajasthan Royals campaign this season, why do you think they have faltered this badly this season? Because you have a Yashasvi Jaiswal who has been in form of his life. George Butler has given you runs. Sanju Samson, as far as I remember, has already won you 2 matches with his half century and good knocks. You have a Shimran Hetmeyer, you have a Dhruv Jurel, who has been doing extremely well. Then you have your spin attack, you've been with Ravichandran Ashwin, with the ball, Trent Bolt and other pacers. But where do you think it has gone wrong for Rajasthan Royals this season?
I guess there's a old saying
Of
that
course, they can still qualify and maybe go on to win the title as well, but still.
there's an old saying, I guess. team sport or whatever sport, that you might have the best side on paper, but it is about what you do on that day. Your name might
Mm.
be Roger Federer or Rafa Nadal or Djokovic. You might still lose on that day. You might still lose some unheralded players. Similar with the Rajasthan Royals.
Mm.
Obviously, they don't have that kind of pedigree, but still, they might have good side on paper. But on that day, if you don't stick to the basics, you lose. And somehow, at the business end of the IPL, they have not been able to get the basics right. Small things in a tight tournament, you might say the when in say international cricket, say for example, if Papua New Guinea takes on India, even if India does in the World Cup, even if India does many mistakes, they might easily win that match. But that's not what happens in a tight tournament like the IPL. If you don't get the basics
Right.
right, you press the panic button, then you lose. So that's what I think has happened with Rajasthan Royals, and now it seems like the panic button has been pressed. So as soon as they lose 2 wickets, it's like bang bang gone, 59 all. So I have feeling, I have a gut feeling that they might not qualify now. Just have a gut feeling because the way that play, somehow I feel that they might go down unless someone takes with the bull. To say someone really comes out the next game and takes the bull by the horns and just like say SSV Jaiswal or Butler and score some 100
Mm.
and gets that momentum back, motivation, a little bit of motivation for the side back. I have gut feeling that they might go down.
That's a big call. That's a big call coming from Bharat. He's saying Rajasthan Royals may not qualify. So that's a
Just the way they're playing,
seriously
it
a big
seems like.
call. Yeah, it seems like right now it seems like everything is not in Rajasthan Royals' favor in terms of the all the permutation and combination that you were talking about. It's not in their favor right now. But yes, it will be a travesty if they fail to qualify for the playoffs after being in the top four for majority of this season after doing well in the tournament, but suddenly a few losses, and that's the brutal nature of IPL. But another team that has qualified for the playoffs and now eyeing to finish in that top two zone is Gujarat Titans. They will be taking on another good team on paper, Sunrisers Hyderabad, who had a disastrous season this time around. So thoughts on that? Can Gujarat Titans seal that top two spot? What do you think, Bharat? They are almost
Yeah,
assured
they
to do so.
almost they should. Yeah, they had a minor
Yeah.
blip, as you know, quite intense, but it just seems like a minor blip, especially against a team just like RCB, Mumbai Indians seem like a
Mhm.
team that a little bit of momentum. So Gujarat Titans obviously at their home ground, if I'm not mistaken, at their home ground again, Narendra Modi Stadium. Expect
Mhm.
them to come back and the stadium and win today. With that pace attack, that pitch definitely offers a little bit of movement, that little bit of moisture. You get to see that. So expect Gujarat Titans to get back to winning ways at that stadium. As far as SRH, as you already noticed, as you already observed, that send a good team on paper. On the field, they have been bad. So yeah, this just happens. This is what IPL is. You need to have a good start. You don't have a good start. Lose through 2, 3, 4 matches out of 6. You lose 4, and then
Mhm.
it's very difficult to make a comeback. You might have a good side on paper, but it's very difficult. Some of their personnel, obviously, Harry Brook, you've seen he just trying to premeditate too much. It seemed like he was putting a little more pressure on himself, and after that 100, he didn't do anything. That's not what he plays. I've seen him in the under 19 World Cup in 2017 18. I've rarely seen him premeditate so much as he does, and it finally became too predictable. Going over to the leg side and trying to hit everything through the offside. Even others, it's not just about Harry Brook. On a collective basis, they have not really performed. Their bowling attack, if you notice, at times they have
Mhm.
Markandesh taken wickets, but on an overall basis, not been a collective performance somewhere. Natarajan on occasions has not been landing the Yorkers like he used to. He's been bowling over-pitch deliveries. Uh,
Mhm.
Bhuvaneswar might be swinging the ball still here and there, but the leader of the pace attack, one can't see. Imran Malik obviously has gone for plenty of runs here and there. Has not been able to take wickets. Speedy fast bowling
Mhm.
has come under a lot of pressure. Is not been able to one season, 2 seasons, fine, but if it's not someone who have seen swing the ball, obviously at that 150 kilometers per hour, you can't swing it scientifically. It's proved that you can't swing it at that pace. But at least he could have reduced his pace a little bit just to swing the ball up front whenever he's got a chance in the power play. But he has not got the ball to swing, so his quicker deliveries and he's going for plenty because he's gun barrel straight. Uh, Definitely when it
But don't you think Umran has been misused this season? Last year, we all know that he picked up 22 wickets. He was bowling his for full 4 over quota. His economy rate, as far as I remember, it was still 9.5. This season, it's 10.5. But this season, what is happening is he is not bowling his 4 over the entire quota of overs, and plus he has been now dropped for four last 3 4 matches. Don't you
yeah,
think he has
that's
been
it.
misused?
The role clarity is also important, but from Umran Malik's perspective as well, that at some point he needs to develop some weapon that would help him in limited overs cricket, or especially T20 cricket. He might go and take
Mm,
wickets in Test cricket. I have a feeling with his raw pace, he might still take wickets in Test cricket. But in T20 cricket, for example, someone has the ability to hit the deck very hard. Uh, Umran Malik, other than pace, what exactly he has? So he needs to at least look at conventional swing, look for something else. Yes, role clarity is definitely important. Kane Williamson, I thought during his days, captained him well, but from Umran Malik's perspective, he needs to look at it. I actually asked him in 2021 during 2021 IPL when I took an interview with him. I asked, obviously, very nice boy, nice guy. Asked him, "Do you actually swing the ball?" Directly asked him. But yeah, yes, I do. But honestly, if you notice the last 2 seasons, I think I complete got a late swing. So he needs to look at that particular aspect of the game that will only help him. I'm a big fan of Brad Malik as an athlete. Someone reminds you. If I accept not some one Pakistani fan got very angry when I compared him to Waqar. I was actually not comparing Umran Malik and Waqar in terms of the wickets they have taken or the skills. I was actually comparing in terms of approach, which is actually right. His approach is quite similar to Waqar. So when I interviewed him, he disagreed that he tried to pick up something from Yunis, but his approach is quite similar. So big fan of him as an athlete, but uh, at least in terms of from his perspective, I think he needs one or two more weapons in T20 cricket.
we can just hope that Umran gets the role clarity which we are talking about as soon as possible, because he's a rare talent, and in India we haven't seen someone who can bowl this quick and this consistently. So hopefully he will find a way to come back to form. But let's move to other sports as well. There's a Premier League going on where Arsenal were defeated last night by Brighton 3-0. Manchester City won their match. So right now, what is the scenario if Man City win their match against Chelsea next weekend? Then they are the Premier League. They will be crowned as the Premier League champion. Apart from that, Sudirman Cup badminton is going on. It was not the best of day for India yesterday. Only Teresa and Gayatri managed to win. Apart from that, everyone from the Indian contingent lost their match. Bharat, you have been following a bit of badminton and PV Sindhu as well. PV Sindhu's match against Taizu Yin, what do you think about that? Did you get a chance to watch that one?
Yeah, little bit I asked, see, we know that PV Sindhu's matchup doesn't go well with Ansi Young or Tai Swing because they played sort of differently. Tai Swing, she plays a lot at the net. All those drop shots, all those suddenly she changes her racket head and plays those suddenly from forehand. She can play backhand flick or a reverse flick or whatever. So all these
Hmm.
things, it's not easy for Sindhu. Someone who's not the best player, even at her best, is not the best player at the net. So retrieving skills there, it's not easy for her against Tai Soying and she obviously and the players really troubled her because she's someone who seems different. She seems to have the counter punching abilities of Yamaguchi. She seems to somehow pick Tai Suing's deception, and she has also won against NUFI. So looks like a very much a complete player at the moment. So she has had problems against Young as well. So PV Sindhu obviously she took Tai Suing to 3 games. So that is something that at least from my perspective that is good thing because over the last 8 matches or whatever she has really been thrashed. Sometimes at least four or five of those matches have been easy wins. 5 or 6 of those matches have been easy wins for
Mm.
TTY. So from that perspective, Sindhu would take something from that match. The overall Chinese Taipei obviously versus India it was always going to be very tough for the Indian team because on paper they looked like the weaker side on an overall basis and expected them to lose that. So that's not a major surprise. But yeah, from PV Sindhu's perspective, hopefully this would boost her because she took TTY to 3 games.
Yeah, and we'll hope that Indian players get their campaign on back on track as soon as possible. Most likely, they will be taking on Malaysia in the next round. So we'll be tracking all the coverage and bringing it to you via our social media platforms. So don't forget to follow all of them wherever it is: YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We'll be sharing the updates everywhere. But thank you, Bharat, for joining for this session. It was a fun chat. Discussed plenty of IPL and other sports as well. So a good one. So we'll see you again tomorrow with more updates on what's going in the world of sports and IPL and other sports as well. So don't forget to join us at 9 a.m. again tomorrow to know and be up to date with everything related to sports. So thank you so much for joining and have a great day ahead.